everybody, it's me, AvronPlays, and I'm here with Kodiakbricks.
Howdy all, I'm Kodiakbricks, and I make stuff. Pronouns are he, him, and yeah, we've got some. Oh, okay, Twitch, you're having a time. There we go. Yeah, we've got some Yugi Alu on deck.
So, I did some grinding in between streams.
Classic.
So, as I always do, I'm going to see how we do
Fair deal.
before I go back to grinding.
Beppis, you won't win this time. Ah, such lush green fields.
Green are the fields. Get wrecked.
You win!
Yeah, that was the easy one.
Indeed.
Shadow Spectre. Yeah. High Mage Kapora.
I'm Millennium Bud! Millennium Bud! First of all, prepare for
Oh, okay.
strong start from him.
Wow, rude. No, that doesn't help. An interesting tactic, but okay.
I will defeat you with the power of friendship and this shotgun I found. Isn't that fascinating?
Okay. Now I'm free. Oh yeah, he just has that, does he? Oh! I see.
Well then.
Oh, he just
Cool.
fucking top decked that. Yeah, I probably just lost this one.
Damn.
If he has over 2,000 in his hand, he gets me.
Damn.
Yeah, there's not much you can do if he drops the Gate Guardian.
Yeah.
Once more.
So I need you to know that I've been brain poisoned today.
Okay.
And I did it to myself. I only have myself to blame for this.
Yeah.
Because we've been talking a lot about Tommy Tallarico lately.
Uh-huh.
And by a lot, I mean like twice.
Yeah.
But enough that I grew curious. What's he up to? What's he been up to? Right?
Uh-huh.
How's he been doing since since
Everything.
And so I looked into it, and you know, his Twitter hasn't been active since like early 2022. The H Bomber Guy video dropped in late 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he went inactive because of H Bomber Guy's video.
Yeah.
But
That's
what does seem
probably
to have happened.
coincidence.
Yeah. What does seem to have happened is that his like dad passed away in early 2022.
Oh.
And so like that's hard. I'm not gonna sit here and like pretend that like I feel like he deserves that. You know, I don't think anyone does per se. But the part I found next just kind of baffled me, because I want you to go ahead and guess. Just go into your mind palace or your mind prison, whichever is gonna offer you the most sanctuary from what Tommy has been getting into. Because I'm sure we could sit here for roughly 10,000 hours of the existence of of like streaming this game and trying to guess and figure it out. But he's been getting into backgammon.
Okay.
And apparently like is like training to be the world champion in backgammon. Which I have two admissions. The first is that for up until earlier today of my life, I thought it was BAT gammon.
Yeah.
It is BACK gammon. So I learned that.
Uh-huh.
The other thing I'm sitting here sort of chewing on, I'm just like, is there anyone that still plays that game outside of like cruise ships and like auto scroller like Facebook bots? But apparently, yeah, there's a like world championship backgammon tournament, and that is just what he's doing with his life these days.
Tommy Tallarico in the championship.
In the championship.
I'd like to see you try.
So, yeah, needless to say, sort of a head scratcher on that one.
Is this verified information?
I mean, as far as I could find, let me pull up the article again.
It's not just him claiming this. Also, I won.
You won. So, this is the power of light! My lord, I have failed you. Also, yeah, apologies, chat. I completely forgot what voice I gave to this guy.
Deepest the Millennium Eye. We won. Got our first Millennium item. Yeah. Now we're gonna save the game.
Oh. Okay, I read a little further.
Uh-huh.
So the question here is, what has he been up to? He has become a professional backgammon player. Brackets, no really. It follows with not entirely accurate. He isn't, quote, professional, end quote. He won an amateur level pay-to-enter tournament and declared himself world champion.
Oh, of course he did.
so fucking on brand. But it made me think about, like, because, I don't know, this is something that, yeah. This is something I feel like I forget pretty often. That just, like, these are normal, like, people. Like, they have lives, and they have, like, stuff going on, right?
Yeah.
And, part of what got me about thinking about that earlier is just imagine Tommy in like a job interview for Wendy's or like some other like entry level position, like career,
Yeah.
quote unquote. Like, I don't know why it like tickles me to think about that, but I'm so delighted by the prospect of him like mentioning all of these like projects he's been a part of and all these things that he's like contributed to in the interview, or just being like, Uh-huh. Looks like you have a high school diploma. Is that the highest level of education you've received? Oh. But yeah, this is my official invite. Tommy, if you want to come on my stream and set the record straight, I won't even wear a serial killer mask while while you're on the show, so you can preserve whatever's left of your dignity, I guess.
I I would be very surprised if Tommy even got that reference if he were here.
Oh, what, the like Doom mask the guy was wearing? Yeah. Hard to say.
I bet he doesn't even remember that interview.
So the truth of the matter is I've never been interviewed, all right? It just didn't happen. People can keep speculating, but it just never happened, all right?
If you think I've been in an interview, you can take it up with him. Points to giant dinosaur.
I was gonna laugh and say points to you.
Me. Why would I back up Tommy Del Rico on his interview
Well, that's exactly what you would ask him. Like, I'm not on your fucking side, guy. What do you do?
What do you mean? Take it up with me. I don't know you.
Just one of these days, I end up getting like a scam call, which I answer because I'm deranged.
Naturally.
Just imagine it's like, hello, sir, I'd like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. And I'm like, I'm glad me pressing 0 70 times always guarantees that I get past whatever bot you guys are using. Also, is that Tommy fucking Tallarico? Why are you working in a call center? Click.
Tommy, what are you doing here?
But yeah, I can just I don't know. Again, I'm tickled that he is just passing the time with what little life he has remaining. Just playing fucking backgammon and purporting to be world champion.
I like how it like is apparently not affected him at all in terms of his like attitude towards like the truth.
Yeah. I mean, like that's kind of the thing, man, and I hate to say the whole like it takes one to know one, but like I used to be someone who was like very loose with the truth. I spent most of my early 20s, like, pretending to be someone that I'm not. And for the record, I'm not proud of it. Like, I don't look back fondly on my early 20s like, those were the days. Like, no, I'm like deeply ashamed of a lot of the actions I took. But I also recognize that, like, burying it doesn't mean, like, it doesn't allow me to learn anything from it. And so, as someone who used to be a serial liar, like, I'm acutely aware of how difficult it is to change, to affect an actual, like, recovery from that. Because you get to a certain point where admitting the truth, acknowledging that you have been deceitful or wrong or, you know, just, like, intentionally shitty, like, it can be terrifying. It was a hurdle that I did not get over alone. I won't sit here and pretend that it wasn't a journey. And I still get plenty of people that are like, come on, the, like, tamale lady or any of the Brandon stories. It's like, that's the thing. if I were lying about them, I wouldn't be telling those stories. I'm not. I hate to boil it down to, I promised an old dear friend that I wouldn't lie anymore, and that, like, helped in my recovery. But that is the truth. That is where we're at.
Dave's anime backstory revealed. We can have a 9-hour-long flashback now.
God, I hope not.
You've entered the flashback zone.
I'm only okay with a 9-hour flashback if I get one of those, like, mouth animations that's, like, way too exaggerated as compared to, like, my actual, like, speaking mouth. Oh, it's a mountain.
Dragons love mountains. Twice in a row. Oh. Raigeki for the win.
You win. Hey, listen, that Raigeki comes in clutch sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, drooling wizard.
We got a drooling.
No. It cannot be. You weren't meant to win. Segmented Family.
I am the High Mage Sigmarton.
It is I. Since time immemorial, it has been our duty to protect the Millennium items. And we shall never allow them to fall into your filthy, unwashed hands. Prepare to face my sea deck. Prepare to face your doom. You shall pay dearly for yawn.
Drooling lizard. Okay, so it's a drooling lizard, but it's a blood-sucking snake.
Snake in human form that attacks any living being that passes nearby.
But it's only 900 attack.
Cool. It said it attacked any living creature that happened by. It didn't say it was particularly good at it.
It didn't say it won. Just that it attacked them. Monsturtle.
Startle.
What if your name was Monsturtle?
Then people would call me Turtle Monst, and I would clarify that that is not my name. Oh, speaking of internet weirdos, I've been greatly appreciating that my YouTube recommendations are completely and utterly drunk.
Yeah.
Because it keeps for any well, I'm about to say for anyone who doesn't know, which is going to be most folks. So Doug Walker is an individual. We've reached the end of my good things to say about him. But generally speaking, he's a movie reviewer, question mark.
In the broadest sense.
Yes. But much in the same way that McDonald's is legally considered food. But I watch a lot of stuff and I listen to a lot of stuff that is like dissecting his content and like talking about sort of how he like the various projects that he's been a part of, if not spearheaded, that have completely and utterly failed. And what humors me about it is I think it was yesterday. I was scrolling through my YouTube recommendations and a thumbnail came up and it had Doug Walker's face on it. And I was like, oh, this doesn't look like the normal sort of like, Doug is a big shit type video that I watch. So I looked at the thumbnail, or I looked at the title of the video, and I didn't even get to the word review before my eyes scrolled a little bit further south, because it was a video from Channel Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube had actually recommended me a Doug Walker review.
Yeah. Because it doesn't know.
Well, and I had to be like, oh, bestie. Yes, I enjoy content around this individual. I do not enjoy content from this individual. You are powerful, but you don't stand a chance against the power of Master Haishin. I see why he says it that way now. Fucks off to the Shadow Realm. Beppis gets the Millennium Necklace.
That's 2 down.
But yeah, Doug Walker is another person that I couldn't imagine in just like a normal job interview.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go go down at work at the fucking. I almost said Tesco. I don't think we have any fucking Tesco's here. Just like, you know, I'm Doug Walker. I work at the local 7-Eleven, so you don't have to.
You know, like the first thing that they're gonna do is they're gonna Google this guy.
Oh, 100%.
And they're gonna be like, what the fuck?
I mean, this was a hilarious thing to me because technically in the broadest sense of the terms, I started the channel after I had already started working at my like current ATM repair place.
Mm-hmm.
Because like my channel existed before, but I effectively rebranded.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. But yeah, that was in very early 2020. I think it was January actually. Anyway, enough reminiscing. But effectively, I did at one point have to tell my employers like, hey, I do have like a public online presence, so welcome to the forest shrine. Oh, sorry, hang on, I need to.
Welcome to the forest shrine. Unfortunately, you will be going no further than this. That's right. This is your final resting place. I'll make sure of that.
Damn, he got us.
I have a basket next to my desk of like cloths for use in cleaning, and I just grabbed the entire pile to sneak into.
All of them.
I can't. I think that's half the reason I can't imagine Doug Walker in just like a regular job interview. Is because I don't think he'd get to the interview process. He'd have to be hired by the most tech illiterate boomer on this planet.
Jirai Gumo.
Damn. You win. All right, everyone, let me get the pile of rags ready.
A forest.
You got a forest. I am defeated. But you won't find your high mage to be such easy prey.
Okay.
I am the ruler of the forest. I am high mage Anubisius. Here, I stand to protect the Millennium item entrusted to me, my Lord Haitian. This is where the Millennium item belongs, and this is where it will remain. It is our destiny to perfect the honor of our
Don't worry, everyone. These are going in the wash afterwards. I'm not putting them back to clean with.
You know what would be funny?
Tell me.
If this was just like the same guy.
He literally just ducked out. Like no one wanted to be part of the like forest temple, so he's just the only one. It's like, you won't find my master to be such easy prey, and then he just like ducks into a little tunnel, runs into the temple, quickly like redresses.
Doesn't even have to redress that much.
No.
He's already covered in bandages.
Yeah, I'm sorry for anyone that came to this wanting a like sober and serious reading of this entire game. I have terrible news for you and the type of content Aaron and I make.
What a time.
What a time to be. I think one of the main things I take issue with, not to haul the topic back to Doug Walker, one of the primary things I take umbrage with in his overall like stance on content creation and comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You win. Hang on. Get through these next muffled lines. Mushroom Man.
Mushroom Man.
Beppis gets the Millennium Key.
Yeah. Millennium.
You've kept me waiting long enough. The Millennium items are the source of our mystic power, and will remain so. They shall never be yours. This desert shrine.
Freeze! Drop it!
This desert shrine shall be your final resting place. For the record, no, I don't know why it did that.
It just does what it wants.
It does. This soundboard definitely has a mind of its own. It does make for good content, though, occasionally. Speaking of good content, one of the major things that I take umbrage with in Doug Walker's whole like stick and idea about like what comedy is.
Mm-hmm.
He puts forward this whole idea that like comedy is like all derives from at some form misery.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to sit here and be like, that can't possibly be true. Otherwise, your content would be the funniest shit on this planet. And like, I don't know. I'm not here to like specifically spell out to anyone like what is comedy and like what is and isn't funny, because a lot of it is like subjective to taste. I have found in my dealings, my writings, and life in general that for me, what sort of makes comedy is finding the truth in something. Ooh.
Yeah. Bit of a goof.
Just a bit. You win.
Hard armor.
Harmer, if you will. Not like this. No. Oh, he was a robot.
I am Lord Mage Marcus, Lord of the Desert.
Oh, this one's really a robot.
I am forced to protect the Millennium item. It is my destiny to eliminate you. Let the desert be your grave. Defend yourself.
Oh, I get it, because water kills robots, so they're in, like, the desert, man.
Whoa, deep. Or no, because we're in the desert. Not deep.
Sand can get pretty deep, but only if you let it. But yeah, I just personally couldn't get over that YouTube was like, hey, do you want to watch this Doug Walker video? And I'm like, I can't imagine wanting to watch anything less.
GG easy.
Nice.
Two-mouth dark ruler.
The desert claims me this day. Power and go.
The Millennium Steel.
Peppus, we got some trouble. Seto and the mages came here while I was gone. They took off with Tiana. Who? They want you, Peppus. They figure they can drag you out with Tiana as bait. It might work if I knew who that was. Come on, Peppus. Let's go to the shrine and rescue Tiana.
Don't remember she wanted our bones.
Listen, I am your prince, and I know that didn't stop you from eating my bones the first time, but it should stop you from eating them the second time. This is it. This place gives me the creeps.
It gives you the creeps.
To be honest, I don't really like being here. Seeing how there's no mage around to stop us, we can assume they're waiting for us.
I think so.
Come on, let's go. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you fools to your own funeral. Beppis, this guy's a fan of Avatar. Scram! We got bigger fish to fry. You will not scram. We do, in fact, have to dual monster him.
What if we challenged him to a duel monster and he just said no? No.
Tenderly reached out his hand and crushed our entire head. The single motion.
Wow, misplay. That's gonna cost you.
You win. You did it. You defeated a bald man and got your baby. You cannot hope to survive this labyrinth. Oh, so you're just gonna let us pass, huh? Look, ignore this guy. Let's move on.
But he can't do anything. We defeated him in a card game.
Yeah, the ultimate. God, I shudder to think of like, because I'm now realizing that's the second. Just the same guy.
Yeah, we went the wrong way and we have to fight him again.
Welcome. I hope you're prepared to meet your ancestors. Wait a fucking minute. Not you guys again. Beppis, show 'em who's boss.
I left you in that room unattended. That's like my contractual obligation for you beating me in a card game.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can fight again.
But yeah, just like I'm like working on an ATM, right? And someone walks up and I'm like, hey, sir, I need you to clear out of this area. I'm working here. He's like, I challenge you to a game of duel monsters. I have to be like, son of a bitch. I have to get out my deck. And if he defeats me, I have to give him everything in the ATM and my shoes.
The shoes as well.
It's just like letting me unlace them. Yeah, the other contingency I haven't accounted for. I feel like I've talked about this on stream before. And just for the record, people, this is not like permission to come rob me. But I haven't accounted for somebody with a katana. So I'm like, I don't even know like where I would begin to start unpacking that. Oh shit, Yolas.
While you were busy fixing ATMs, I studied the blade.
Seto and Haitians, my masters will be pleased.
Wow.
Fug and or shid.
Oh, God damn it. That's so good.
Damn. While you figure that out, I'm gonna grab some water.
Wow. Water. Bum, 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 bum.
All right. Watergate.
Cool. So we're back to grinding.
Awesome. His card's just that good, huh?
Well, he pretty regularly plays Gate Guardian, and I don't have like an answer to Gate Guardian very consistently.
Sure.
And we're gonna have to fight him like several times, most likely.
So this isn't just like a one-time dealio.
Yeah. The other guy who had Gate Guardian, I could like reasonably deal with it once and have it be done, or luck out and not have to deal with it.
Sure.
This time, not so much.
Aye. So it often goes.
Thrilling gameplay.
Woo.
Waiting for for people to deck out.
Stall strats.
All that just to turn it sideways at the end.
What a guy.
It's good though. I'll run out of cards quicker that way. Duh.
I just love his little paws out in front, just like, get
Err. Do you think it ever crossed their mind that we would be playing this game like 20 years later?
That's a tough one, right? Because it's always difficult to tell how like timeless games are gonna be.
Uh-huh.
Like, part of me imagines the developers of RuneScape like had no fucking clue that it would be just as relevant like today as it was relatively when it started.
Mm-hmm.
I say partially same for World of Warcraft, but I also know that like both of those games sort of suffer from not really being the games that they started out as.
Yeah.
Um, this game doesn't strike me as shovelware. I don't think that they just like heartlessly shoved this out onto the market.
Yeah. Well, because this is before, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Became, like, the cultural phenomenon that it would be.
Sure. Did this game help with that, or was it mainly just the anime?
I think it's mainly the trading card game.
Wait, this predates the game?
Yes.
I feel like you've told me that before, but perhaps my brain didn't absorb the, like, significance of that.
This game, was like, it released the same year as the game in Japan, and the year before in America. So it had to have been in development contemporaneously with the card game.
Gotcha. So it wasn't like they made this game and they're like, maybe people will actually like collecting the little cards from this video game we made. So yeah, with that context, yeah, I have no idea.
Like, yeah, the anime could not have been like that far along. And the like manga was of course around.
Sure.
And the fact that every card in the game has a number that's printed on the physical card that you can enter to try and acquire it in game points to them being pretty far along in the physical game's development during this game's development.
Sure.
But you know, who knows
Sure.
what happened behind the doors of the studio.
Because I don't know. When I think of games that like, and it's not to say they don't make like video games with like love or heart anymore. I'm not that much of a doomer around that notion. But yeah, when I think of things like Spyro, like games in that sphere, you know, it's also difficult to say whether that one like was implicitly, you know, if the developers of the Spyro like trilogy knew that it would like be the like cult hit that it was. And would like still, or you know, have like versions around and be like generally talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if I were to have worked on this, it would be neat to know that like 2 decades later, people were still playing it and like, you know, being idiots on the internet.
uh, Pardon me. Speaking of games with love and heart and soul and all these things, you haven't had a chance to play the DLC for Outer Wilds yet, have you? no, I have not.
Okay. We should change that.
Yeah. Do you have a plot cooking?
A plot to get you to play it?
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna spend another 2 years on an animation to get people off the fence, if that's what you're asking.
No, I just mean like we want to do a thing about it, or?
I'm okay doing a thing about it. I know I had a hell of a time streaming it. In a good way, I guess I should clarify there.
But, yeah, part of it is just that, like, Outer Wilds, like, was already such a complete, like, experience.
Yeah.
I almost felt like I didn't need anything else.
I thought so too, until I played the DLC. I obviously will not spoil it for you. That will go against the ethos of everything that, you know, that game is built around.
Mm-hmm.
What I will clarify is it is a masterclass in show don't tell.
Okay.
Outside of that, there is one part that like, you know me, I don't get spooked. But there was one particular part that did, like, I can't even say genuinely fucked me up, but, like, I was not expecting to be rattled.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, there was there was definitely one part. And again, it's always the most difficult part about these goddamn games is finding a way to talk about and encourage playing without giving away specifics.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you enjoyed just the like base game. Similar to the base game, I spent way too fucking long chasing the wrong lead because I'm silly.
I mean, that's just how it goes.
Sure. my chat was very patient with me. We're just like, maybe we're looking at the wrong thing, audible wink. Like, maybe you should go back and take a closer look at what this guy said. And I'm like, well, no, I'm looking at the right thing because this is what's happening and all the fuck. And I took a closer look and went, oh yeah, how the fuck did I miss that the first time? What the fuck? It was that kind of like, ugh.
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I rescued a bird today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I live in the basement, right? And we have these like deep like window wells.
Yeah.
And somehow a little birdie managed to get stuck in the window well.
Oh damn.
And so me and Michael helped get it out.
Nice.
Don't know where it went.
To your credit, not expressly your problem.
Well, I'm just a little curious because it didn't like try to fly away.
Yeah.
You know, we like had to like pick it up and put it out.
Uh-huh. I love that you keep beating up on just this one kid.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some of the equip cards that he has, but he won't drop them for me.
What a bastard.
Because he has invigoration, which powers up thunder monsters, like our twin-headed thunder dragon.
Gotcha.
He has raised body heat, which powers up dinosaurs, like our Brachiosaurus. And he has Beast Fangs, which is supposed to power up beasts, but actually powers up like a wide range of cards that have like fangs.
Gotcha.
That includes Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon and Meteor Black Dragon. So that's the primary card we want, is Beast Fangs. He has like a 2% chance of dropping Beast Fangs. So we'll probably get one around Duel 100 or so, like statistically speaking.
Sure.
But, oh, I think I got one of these left.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm already starting to feel a little goofy.
Sure. There's only so much Doug Walker and Tommy Tallarico related content that I can spew out.
Did you know, apparently Doug worked as an illustrator for a while before he
Yeah,
became
he-
this nostalgia critic?
He does his own like art for stuff. It's kind of one of those like, huh, didn't know he had it in him kind of things.
It's almost like, why why are you doing this when you could be doing that?
Right.
Like, the answer is obviously like, he started posting videos before you could really make any money off of it. Exploded in popularity. And,
Right.
you know, it's hard to go back from that.
Very true. Tell him. Hi, handsome. What's the haps?
Oh, big stretch. Hey, stretchy guy.
What are you doing? We both got kitties. Yeah.
But yeah, I learned that recently and I was just like, huh? Oh. Oh, Dave, I have a random question.
I have a random answer.
Have you ever been called in for jury duty?
Humorously enough, no.
I have never
Have
met.
have you been summoned?
No.
That's good.
I've been prompted to ask this because Sydney got called in for it.
Oh,
Uh,
that'll do it.
she hasn't been like accepted.
Yeah.
Uh, in all likelihood, you know, she won't be.
Yeah.
But no, I've never been called in. But I know 3 people who have, and none of them have been actually put on the jury.
Interesting.
I just find that very interesting. You know, obviously, like, anyone can get called in.
Yeah.
But it so, like, rarely happens
Sure.
that we can go, like, our entire lives without actually seeing it happen.
Mhm. Yeah, interesting how that goes, isn't it?
Apparently, they pay you like a pittance.
Oh yeah, it is nothing. I have absolutely interacted with people who've been on jury duty, and yeah, it is a joke what they pay you.
I didn't know until recently that they paid you at all.
Yeah, can you imagine if they just like, well, get fucked.
Well, so somehow I never like put it together that like you're not supposed to be working.
Uh-huh.
Which, like, you know, obviously.
Sure.
It's just I've never had to think about it. But I hear it takes up a whole lot of time.
Yeah, depending on the case, it could be a couple of months, it could be a couple of weeks. I do know that one of the more fascinating ones is if you are summoned for jury duty and then just don't show up, they can issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yeah. It's not called a duty for nothing.
Right.
Although I hear it's pretty easy to get disqualified and avoid having to go.
Right. Yeah, the joke I always heard was just to continuously reference the prophecy.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, next.
It was foretold in the prophecy. Oh boy.
Yeah, the qualifier is not to go too far with it, otherwise they put you in a very funny padded room.
Come on.
You win.
Come on. Drooling lizard. Fucking drooling lizard.
Fucking...
Rex fucking raptor fucking... Ah.
Indubitably. Thanks for having me.
Yep. I will have to do some serious grinding. Because we just really need equip cards
Right.
to get up over some of these late game monsters. But we will see if I made good on that next time.
Next time.